What's got two thumbs and is weeks and weeks far too late to be taking part in the buzz of a new Lego set? This guy. Wait, no. This guy. Still one thumb. This is the point. I really need a tripod. We're building the Lego Game Boy set. The Lego Game Boy. Set number 72046. And this is a lovely looking set. I'm really looking forward to building this. When I first saw this appearing on Lego, I knew I had to have it. Much like everybody else out there on the internet, I bought this very quickly, but I never got around to building it. It's being left under the bed for a while, as you can tell from all this dust appearing here. But today's the day I'm going to build it. And what I am building appears to be an exact replica of the original Nintendo Game Boy. And that's pretty much how big it's going to be. It's also got these nice little features, which is the original cartridges in Super Mario Land flavor and Legend of Zelda flavor. Since this was released in the beginning of October, I believe there are now about 700,000 million videos of other people building this Lego set. And even got to the point now where people are modding these Lego Game Boys. And it's really simple to do, to the point where I think there is a Kickstarter campaign where someone's having a pre-built your own Game Boy set, which you stick it inside, replace some of the components, and makes it into a working Game Boy of sorts, which is just an emulator using something like, I guess, RetroPie. This video, I'm just going to build it. I'm not going to do anything special about modding it in the future. I will be open to the idea possibly in the future of making this a working Game Boy, but for now, I just want to build it, and I just want to hold it in my hands and see how it feels. 421 pieces is what's inside, and I'm hearing tell that this could be a bit of a long build. I'm thinking maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. We'll see how long it takes for me to build this. And that's interesting. No light, sounds, and digital play functions. Okay, that's enough jibber jabber right now. Let's get straight to it. Let's build the set. Let's start the clock. Alrighty. Okay, so opening up the box, what do we have? We have plastic bag of things. We have paper bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a booklet. And oh, something else fell out. Aha! It's the stickers of the games. Before we begin, let's have a look at this booklet right here. It's got some interesting snippets of information. That is a nice bit of nostalgia there. The original Game Boy box cover. Oh, this is a little preview of what's to happen. And this gives you some potential insight into how you could possibly mod this. Bit of history of Mario Land, history of Zelda. Oh, and getting ready to do bag one. So, onto the bag one. We've got this little case here. And this is a point where we get to see these little holographic pieces. Let's see if I can get a good shot of this. You might be able to see it moving up and down with I don't know what these things are called. Future Grax, put a name up on what this effect is called, but I do like it a lot where you can actually see the moving pictures. And of course we've got this logo thing of the Nintendo logo going up and down, which is very cool. Looking at this, they want me to put in one like this and two like this. I guess this is just a display holding mount for being able to see these things. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I can get better lights on them. Yeah, it's just a mounting thing. Well, that's cool. Is there anything more to this? No, I just guess I got to keep building. Oh, I see. It is a cartridge. It's a gaming cartridge. So I've got my Super Mario Land sticker right here. And let's see if I can very professionally and carefully put it in the right spot. It's something like that. It's something like oh, no, something like not quite, something like there. Yes, very good, Grax. There we go. Got ourselves a nice little cartridge right here, and you stick it on this stand thing, I guess, like this. There you go. Looks good and solid. And that, I believe, is the end of bag 1. Bag 2, and I decided to open up the curtains because, well, frankly, it was a bit too dark, and I should have thought of that before filming. Oh well, the lighting's not my problem. That's future Grax's problem when he's editing this video. Ha ha! Anyway, bag 2. Bag 2 complete, and we are getting the shape of the Game Boy. That's pretty good. I do like this attention to detail because the original Game Boy was like this with the little grill on the back, and this is a printer of the battery cover, so you can remove this and put the batteries in if you need it to be. And yeah, it's all looking good so far. I'm a little concerned that I got these many bits with this build. Well, I guess it's mainly because of these gray squares, because they look like they should be important, but no, I think that's okay. Well, we'll find out soon enough if I've made a mistake. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, this part, I will say, bag 2 has slowed me down a little bit just because of the little details of individually putting these bits in, for example, and lots of fiddliness. But overall, it doesn't seem to be too slow. I think I'm making some good time as we move on to bag 3. Well, I'm getting halfway through bag 3, and you're getting more of the details you can see on this Game Boy itself. So you got the select and start button, the headphone buttons, and the label for the Game Boy itself. And yeah, you can see some of the details inside. You can also, oh, there goes a piece over there. Hang on a second. As I was saying, you can also get these pieces like here with the D-pad being manipulated by this rubber piece over here, which allows you to give the sensation of being able to focus, but also push up, down, left and right, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. So this is what it kind of looks like on the inside. I hope that wasn't an important bit. So yeah, you can kind of see how one would mod this Lego Game Boy to play games. So I don't know, it's getting me thinking. I might just grab, maybe you could put an old mobile phone inside here. Could that work? Maybe. It's kind of, this one's kind of the right size. But then there's a question of, well, how do you recreate the effect of touching the D-pad on a mobile phone screen? The charging wouldn't be an issue. No. Let's not worry about that. We're just going to build the thing to the end. It is interesting to see how one could modify a Lego Game Boy to make it functional. And here are the little buttons right here, which are functional. And they got these little bottom bits, which, yeah, I don't know, maybe you could put like some kind of pad or sensor of some kind to detect when a button's being pushed, or touchscreen. I don't know. Possibilities. Ah, a rubber band. Okay, so that's how they create the effect of a button that springs back into place. It's a simple rubber band. Yeah, that's pretty good. Bag 3 complete, and what we have is more of a Game Boy. And it looks really nice, but more importantly, this feels very nice, very tactile. Makes you want to hold it in both your hands in this case. My only minor critique would be these select and start buttons. They feel a little bit weak. I mean, they function, they do spring out. It's because they are these rubber bands, which rubber rings that squish up and down, which they do the job, but they don't necessarily feel as good as these buttons, which feel absolutely wonderful to press. They're very tactile. It's the thing that makes you want to push buttons all the time. And yeah, this is really well designed. Full compliments to the designers on this kit so far. Yeah, really enjoying this. What? Oh, right, yes. Let's go on to bag 4. So here's the screen. Here's the Game Boy right here, which slots into there, right? What if I could just grab this mobile phone, shove that in there, and then maybe I could just do a bit of that. So that's the screen you're working with. No, just finish building the set. Just finish. Oh. the click. Oh, it's beautiful. Mwah. Okay, so we need to put on this screen image right here. What do you do? According to the instructions is you take off this back bit, unfold this, and then you slot this into here to then push down to hold it into place, and then you replace the back cover like that. And what comes up next? Oh, that's onto the bag 5. But this is pretty much it. So look at this. Look at this. It's so good. Oh, I mean, like, this switch alone is proper chef kisses worth of quality. It feels good in the hand. And I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I need to move on to bag 5. Where is it? Where's bag? Here it is, bag 5. Okay, I'm getting close to the end of bag 5, but look at this detail. Look at this battery, this button battery for the cartridge of Legend of Zelda, so that the game can actually have save states. Oh my goodness, the level of detail. I am impressed. Right, that's the Zelda cartridge done. I'm calling that done. Let's stop the clock. Just over 1 hour. Well, 1 hour and 10 minutes. And here we go. This is the Game Boy. It's up. Diddy. And in the instructions, they want you to put in the Legend of Zelda inside the game cartridge. And that's why they left it as last. But for me, I was about Super Mario Land. So I'm going to put Super Mario Land in instead. So let's see how this feels when you slot it inside. It clicks into place. Comes out, clicks into place. Oh, this is a very tactile feeling Lego set right here. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty good. I'm liking that. So I'm just going to tidy up, and then I'll give my final thoughts on this set. Here it is, the Lego Game Boy set, and I am speechless by how much I enjoyed this set. It's a really, really good set. I enjoy it, and the main reason why is it's doing everything for me. It's tickling my nostalgia feeling of having a Game Boy. This product is aimed at people of my generation, people who grew up in the 80s and 90s. It is a really nice feeling set. It's nice and chunky, and the things about these buttons and these clicking, it just feels brilliant. This is a thing you will be fiddling with within your hands for long periods of time, minutes, maybe even hours. The amount of detail to the graphics, and this makes you feel like this was put together by someone who has a deep love for the Nintendo Game Boy, and they wanted to make sure that they got every detail about this right. And as far as I'm concerned, they got it right. They got it spot on. The cartridges themselves are a really nice touch, a little extra bit for the authenticness of slotting the cartridge into the game. There isn't much to them, but except for that Legend of Zelda extra feature, having the battery inside, carrying on the tradition of having little secrets inside these Lego sets that you don't see immediately, but if you built it, you know about their secrets. The holographic effects is pretty nice. They do the job. It's just there for, yeah, there's not much to say about that. The holographic effects are very, very nice. And yeah, they just do the job. There's not much to add about that. In terms of how it looks on your display piece, how it looks in your grown-up bookshelf, yeah, it's great. It just looks very much like a Game Boy. And if you're very much a fan of the collecting of retro arcade, retro game consoles, this sits perfectly next to the Nintendo Entertainment System. It sits perfectly next to the arcade cabinets. This sits perfectly with any Nintendo fanboy sets. This is just perfect fit. Come on, hold it, Bowser. Hold your Game Boy. Oh, you stupid Bowser. At the time of recording, this Game Boy comes in at £54, and I can see why. It's because of the Nintendo brand. They're paying for the license of it. If you can get it for cheaper, like for sub £50, even £40, it is a very good price to buy it. Certainly add it to your collection. If you want to buy it as a gift for somebody, I think this is the perfect gift for people who were born in the 80s and 90s. And it tickles their nostalgia bone. I can see why this is aimed at 18 plus. Not because it's a complicated build. It's very simple. It's nice to put together, a bit time consuming in parts, but it's very simple that anyone can do. It's aimed at 18 plus just because this is the target audience who wants a Game Boy like this. Also, as heavily indicated at the beginning of this video and throughout the video with my temptations, this opens itself to be seriously modded. The most obvious modification is to put a small computer inside, like a Raspberry Pi or even like an old mobile phone, and turn it into a gaming console, a functioning gaming console. And there are, I imagine, many videos that instruct you how to do it. This video won't tell you how to do it, but yeah, I would like to look into modifying this into a working Game Boy full of retro consoles. It just opens itself up to it, and I wonder if the designers knew that this was going to happen and they expected this to happen. It's brilliant. I really like it. I like it as open to this possibility, but even if you just leave it on your grown-up bookshelf on display, I personally am very happy with having this on display for everyone to see and to pick up and just to idly push these buttons for a while. So would I recommend this set to anyone? That's not a question. Of course, I would definitely recommend this. I'm really excited and happy about getting this set. I haven't not been this enthused about a Lego set for quite some time. Frankly, Lego and the designers of this particular Lego set, they've knocked it out of the park. It is brilliant. And with Christmas coming up and then someone's birthday coming up, if you know someone who would appreciate this, you buy it for them or you buy it for yourself. Everyone should have a set like this. And if you can get a good price, you'll be smiling all the way home. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it informative or entertaining at the very least. And I'll see you next time. Yahoo!